sparked anxiety among brides-to-be from all over the country. 3. Gymboree. Since 2021, the struggling children's apparel retailer has been experiencing severe cash flow problems, declining foot traffic, and increased competition. In March, a Moody's report downgraded Gymboree to negative, and just a few days after, news about its most recent bankruptcy filing was released. The company closed 450 stores and laid off hundreds of employees without giving a WARN notice. As a result, on top of a complicated bankruptcy process, the company is also coping with a multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit from former staff members. 4. 99 cents only stores. The discount chain has already restructured its debt multiple times out of court, but it hasn't fixed its underlying financial problems, and persistent inflation and higher operational costs are worsening its internal issues. The company has over 350 locations in 4 states, but consumer demand is falling steadily as people complain about rising prices. Experts note that 99 cents only stores are at a competitive disadvantage compared to larger retailers that have a significantly bigger network of suppliers and market leverage to keep prices low. The discount chain also reported negative cash flow for 3 consecutive quarters. Its low ratings are also an indication that more trouble is ahead for the company. 5. Tom's Shoes. The socially conscious footwear brand, which used to donate a pair of
Keep your head up, champ. Really big turbo. My feet cold. call me, bro. So weird. Oh, what the heck? Negative bias.
It's more important to remember where was the lion, or where was the tribe that wants to kill my tribe, than where is the bush with berries. Yes. Like one's like a potent neighbor. The funniest part about this is like, at least like Jordan Peterson and the all these like fucking podcast bros, they are decent orators. Yes, they ramble incessantly, endlessly on dumb shit. They make it seem like they're pondering on things that, you know, you kind of intrinsically understand, but they don't men in the workplace. Elon can't even do that. He just can't. He's not even skilled enough as an orator to be able to deliver the but now bullshit as though it's like super thought provoking. In the same way that Jordan Peterson is, you know what I mean?
Where's
All of that was basically
my boy at?
frequency that it's almost like a dog whistle for the dumbest dudes on the planet. For some reason, I don't know what it is, when these motherfuckers talk, fucking brilliant.
Give me key. I want key. I want key. Give me key.
A lot of people don't know this, but if you have the YouTube app on your phone, you can be using
Oh, there you go.
$1,000 a month thanks to a new loophole that exists in the
I found you.
This
I
loophole
tricked
actually allows
you.
you to make money from other people's videos, aka the videos that have already been uploaded to YouTube for you. This means that you can make YouTuber money without ever having to be a YouTuber, meaning without ever having to make your own videos or start your own. My name's Leslie Tyson, and I actually became a millionaire at 24 years old using the YouTube app on my phone. Before you ask, no, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not an influencer, or someone that already has millions.
Miami Vice, yeah. You want me big turbo? We need peace. They begging for peace.
Wanna see me do my dance in these $1,000 pants? Don't disrespect me and my mans. Bam, a whole lot of times on that.
Don't distract you alright. They'll help you pass the time alright. Pass a lot of other stuff too. Yeah. Dollar cost crypto. Miami Vice. I got a few little money that I put up on the option real thing. What? I want all the cowgirls to come mine. Okay, Jesus Christ. What in the Jesus Christ? That's a bitch. Bang the chick.
Nah, cause it's not for me, it's for my brother, that's why. He's saving it for I think
Johnny's gonna love the Fitzy. Fist burrito. I lie, I cheat, I steal. I lie, I cheat, I steal. am a champion. I am a winner. Ooh. Do your thing, someone. Do your thing. Some kind of energy. Oh. Okay. I just wanna love myself, love myself. Take me to the Venezuelans. Take me to the Puerto Ricans. Bottle store. They told me to relax, but they ain't got no tax. They getting taxed. They getting hella taxed. The tax, get taxed. Everybody Doug. You ain't messing with my Dougie. No, nosies. No, nosies. We'll land on this robot. Take it away.
So, you know, I went to military school and trained to be a merchant seaman and drove tankers for Standard Oil. And when a storm was coming up, it's called batten down the hatches. You get ready for the ride. So what does a small entrepreneur do today to batten down the hatches and be ready for the ride?
Well, it's all about efficiency. I mean, I think you have to figure out how you can protect margins. As a story you just told about the clother and the challenges that they had. They ultimately had to give up margins in order to
I is smart.
So I think the greatest thing you can do at a time like this is make sure you have the right people on your team, but make sure that you are absolutely
But make sure you got the sure. Are you sure? You sure about that?
when it comes to the value
You sure about that?
greater than anyone else. Robert, as you said, you know, now
Bro,
it's going to be a
street
tough time, but it's also going to be an
also
opportunistic time. And you hear the wealthy people talk
What
a
a
lot
bunch of
about, you know, I want to keep my powder dry for when
Street,
the market goes
yeah.
south. And that's because they business operators
You go bye-bye, toxic person.
sanely in a lot of cases. So, you know, I would say first and foremost, just delivering an efficiently operating business. You want to have the best people. You want to have a lean team. You want to have the best products, and you want to do your very best to protect your margin.
And he still went down. You have foresters just went back to one.
efficiency? Do you operate leanly? It's hard to predict what a retail customer is going to do. And one of my favorite men's clothing stores is
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
yeah, and I
Oh no, I bet. Oh, I bet.
but I can tell you, I know some billionaires personally that shop at that store, and I can tell you there's a few things going on, and one of them maybe that they're not wearing as many suits as they have in the past. There's a lot of dynamics. I mean, you have to have your antenna on consumer behavior right now. If you're in the consumer product goods business, it's got to be high, and you've got to really know your marketplace.
Okay, this is what I say to small business guys. When the economy starts to crunch in, people panic. And I said, at that point, you better step up your promotion. And you spend on promotion. And the guys that stop spending on promotion went out of business, but we can't afford to. I said, you also but they don't promote. So Rich Dad, I mean, we stepped up promotion huge. And our sales were through the roof. I was on Neil Cavuto 4 times in the last 4 weeks. We're stepping promotion up. Heavy. Every time on Neil Cavuto, our sales were crazy. Yeah, when I told this one guy, he had the best I've ever seen. But he wouldn't spend on promotion.
People go bye-bye. Oh my life, they go bye-bye.
Sporting good industry and one of the companies I own, and we're promoting now and marketing now more than we've ever before.
Yo, where the stuff draw to, bro?
Doing it smart. We're leveraging technology. We're using digital mediums, digital platforms, and I tell you,
That's
AI
it.
has been building up for a long time, but
Did
it has
what I
become more
need?
practical and usable. And
Did what I
I couldn't think
need
of a
for
better
shooting
time
bar?
for that level of efficiency from a technological perspective to be introduced into our marketplace. So we are ferociously marketing right now. And we are becoming even more of a marketing and sales organization.
We are ferociously.
We need the customer to
We
see
as
us first and last.
ferociously.
You need to make the offer out there. What's
You have to make the offer.
people are cutting back because the customer's cutting back. That's suicide. They'll cut your throat at that point. So
I concur with that analysis. Analysis. Foxy. Analysis. Foxy.
You gotta show value, you gotta get in front of your customer, and that's the most important thing you can do.
the sad thing was this guy was
Wait a minute. I need to go get a key.
He is right next door to them. So he was surrounded by men's stores. He stopped. It's interesting, And he had some of the, made my teeth soften because some of the fine Italian clothes he had 70% off. I would have advertised that. But
The auto industry is a good model to follow when it comes to marketing and promotion. They have a supply and demand issue. There's much more demand than there is supply. But even during that, they continue to advertise and market, and they do not stop because they do not want to get their brand away from your product. And so, marketing and sales are a brilliant thing, and it's a global discipline, right? No matter where you're doing business, it's a global discipline. You just got to be committed to it, and you can't give up on it. But you have to spend your dollars wisely, and that's most important.
And what Greg is selling, most small business people cut back. They stop spending when they should be spending on marketing and advertising because sales equals income. But they get scared.
They get scared, you scared.
Number one, and if you're not an entrepreneur, just know that bad times are the best times sometimes to start a business. I've only started in bad times because everything else was going to shut down. Lots of opportunity when things are slow. Well, then what happens is like many small business people, they cut back on the spending on marketing and advertising. Or they advertise the wrong customer. Customers is basically, who's your customer, right, Victor?
Yeah,
I'm ferocious.
build your business, you may never know. But there's nothing that's going to allow your business to scale and survive. It's hard to get that right all the time, right? I mean, it's a tough, it's a hard job in business to speak, but it's also the biggest opportunity. Robert, I've been married for 27 years and I've been an entrepreneur for 25 of those. My wife and I talk about my business literally every night at dinner, right? I mean, she's got, and by the way, she's gotten pretty dang opinionated and educated over the past. So I guess I'm guilty of that, but she is she's I agree. Partnership is such an important point. Partnership. If you have a partnership mindset, I had a business partner for years, based right here where you are in Phoenix, Arizona, and he hired the most capable leaders across the country to run his retail organization, and every single one of them was a partner. Every one of them had a piece of equity. Every one of them felt ownership. And by the way, he didn't have to pay them more. They were more successful and they had to share in the profitability of the business. So he was never giving anything up. He was getting their heart. He was getting their family. He was getting their mind. And that allowed everybody to win. So if you got
That
a
sucks.
partnership mindset, I can tell you, I mean, my base salary, early on in my career was very, very low, but I had someone that had a partnership mindset and it allowed me to become
Be right back.
ultimately wealthy. So it's
country. I finished the show and I hop in it. I got me a milli, I did it legitly. I'm still with the shit, I'm hot. Fly across the country. I finished the show and I hop in it. I got me a milli, I did it legitly. I'm still with the shit, I'm hot.
Swimming in the rain. Wow. Return to lobby light, son. Whoa, look at this sexy guy. You know? Nice. Bro, I'm tripping. Set me up for success. Don't let me fail on me. Damn, G. Whoa. Cargo, boom, boom. Who is you? No, no, no. Oh. Renegade, renegade. focus. You need to focus, man. Oh, what was that? What a troll. Snipey snipes. Snipey snipes. Your boy needs a dog. Yeah. Take me over the river. Show me what I need to do. Nigga, what dry? The dry man? Ultra filtered milk. Ooh, it's time to go snipe and snipe. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. No. This. What is going on? Shoot. Shoot. What does he like? What does he do? What does he even do? Like, what does he even do? Tactical pistol. Tactical pistol. The way you got me going. Love me for me. Love me all day. Love me all night. Love me all day. All day. Oof. Something's gotta go. Oh my god, I suck! I suck! I suck! Oh my god, I suck! I suck Zimbabwe. Where's this man at? Oh. Let's get it. Le doozy in the jacuzzi. headshot. Blakeamus. Blakeamus. Ooh, crease. Play some crease.
We the best music. Another one. DJ Khaled.
Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. We can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah.
Dang.
German car maker BMW is in some hot water in China after an incident resulted in them being accused of anti-Chinese discrimination. They have since issued a public apology and promised to improve staff training. So what happened exactly? Well, believe it or not, this whole scandal was started because of some ice cream. On Thursday, a video went viral across Chinese social media showing an ice cream stand that was being hosted by BMW at the Shanghai Auto Show. In the video, two Chinese people walk up to the ice cream stand and they ask the employees for some ice cream. And the employees tell them, "Oh, there's none left," and send them away. Well, then just a few moments later, a foreigner walks up to the ice cream stand and asks for some ice cream. He's greeted
All right, I'm right outside of court with my great client here. Look, this was not an easy one. The police pulled her over for speeding on the freeway. They got her going 88 on the freeway. They smelled alcohol. She did a breathalyzer test, came back 0.12% blood alcohol content. And she is on her way to become a nurse. This case could have been extremely damaging to her career, but I'm proud to announce that after working really hard on this case, we finally got a reckless driving. DUI dismissed, reckless driving, 1 year of probation, and then we can expunge it off her record. How are you feeling?
Great, thank you so much.
All right, you happy that you can go to nursing school?
Yes. And finish my dream.
All right, let's go.
Uber has been accused of charging people more if their phone battery is low. Does the ride-sharing app really change its pricing based on how much power you have? A study by the Belgian newspaper Dernier Air thinks so. It reported that when two identical requests were made to go to and from the same location, Uber charged 6% more for the journey that was made on a smartphone with only 12% battery remaining. The phone with 84% battery was charged €16.60, or $18.10, while the other phone with less battery was charged €17.56, or $19.16. Uber has denied that payment is determined by how much charge a phone's battery has left, and says that the app is not able to measure a user's battery. But this isn't the first time the Ride app has been accused of taking advantage of users' battery life. In 2016, Uber's former head of economic research, Keith Chen, said in an interview with NPR that the company had found that people with lower battery levels were more willing to pay for surge pricing. Critics...
This used to be my max.
Cancel culture. That might as well read fairy dust to me. Who here thinks they can cancel me right now? You there. Try to cancel me. No, come on. Try to cancel me. I can take it. You think I'm what? Sometimes?
No, nothing.
No. You said something. You said you think I'm what?
I like your perspective.
What do you think I am? What do you think I am? These guys can't cancel me. Neither can God.
plus-sized influencer.
No one should have to endure the discomfort, embarrassment, and discrimination that often comes with being a plus-size passenger trying to navigate air travel. By signing this petition, you can help us demand that airlines take concrete steps to make air travel more inclusive and accommodating for all passengers. Whether you're plus size or not, everybody deserves to be treated with dignity.
Bitch, get on the treadmill.
Let's work together to make sure that the travel industry serves everyone, not just a select few.
Get your ass on the treadmill.
Cheney made global headlines this weekend after claiming fat people are entitled to extra seats on planes because they're so fat. She said all plus-sized passengers should be provided with an extra free seat or even 2 or 3 seats depending on their size to accommodate their needs.
Oh, you too big. That's crazy.
Your income could eventually decide how much you pay for electricity in parts of California. And the story has some Edison customers charged up this morning. Eyewitness News reporter Mark.
Finally, my credit score is 700.
And while I have it on, while it's sitting there, under my eyes when they're...
Why would someone buy an MP3 player in 2023 for $350 if you already have one in your pocket? From the convenience perspective, it fits in the palm of my hand. It runs on Android 12 and includes applications such as YouTube Music, YouTube, and lets you install Spotify. On the right side, you've got the power button, the volume, and the music controls, as well as a hold button. At the bottom, it's got a 3.5mm audio jack, a lanyard mounting point, a Type-C USB, and a micro SD card slot. Just like on an Android phone, you can turn on Wi-Fi. It comes with 32 gigabytes of memory, but only 19 are usable for files. Hold on a second, Arson. You're telling me that if I want to listen to music, I should forego my $1,200 flagship Android phone that works everywhere with Spotify and has Android Auto support, and get this guy for $350 just so I can listen to music that doesn't even have 5G? Why would I want to do that? And that is a really valid point. This product is not for everyone. It doesn't shine in those areas, but it shines in 2. Let me tell you what those are, so you can tell me if it's worth it. The components used inside this product are of really premium quality, much higher than on your cell phone. And secondly, the software. It's made for playing back high-resolution audio, including wirelessly with Sony's own headphones or earphones.
I don't know how many people gonna say this, Big Perk, but I'm gonna say it. Kawhi Leonard should be on the list of one of the worst superstars this game has ever seen. That's right, I said it. Because anybody that watches basketball knows I'm obviously not talking about his skills. We know the brother is big time. We know that as a talent, he's a superstar.
Yo, Kawhi is finessing the NBA. Y'all are paying him to watch NBA games, bro. That man's just
arguably better than he performs in a regular season. He is that dude. But when you talk about a superstar that is unreliable, I want somebody to point me out somebody more flagrant than him. You know, you're load managing him all through the season. All through the season. He takes every perk imaginable. Yes, we ain't got to even debate all of this. I'm not getting into all of the stuff that he did to get to Los Angeles and what he forced the Clippers to capitulate to in order to acquire him. I'm talking about unreliability. Now, I know Wilbon, my man Wilbon, and I talked about this. We know that the injuries are legitimate. They're not fake. We got that. I would never do that to him or any other player, but especially him. We understand the hard work that he puts in trying to get himself ready or whatever. But when you think about his personality, selling the game, promoting the game, promoting the Clippers franchise, being available. I don't know about you, Big Perk. I'm genuinely sad for Ty Lue. Every time I look at Ty Lue and I see Ty Lue's face and I see him looking sad or just looking melancholy or whatever the appropriate word is, the first thought that comes to my mind is, what the hell is wrong with Kawhi Leonard now? Because there's no way he's looking like that if he knows he can rely on Kawhi Leonard. If Kawhi Leonard is available. And to see him in Los Angeles closing this Clippers franchise, Lawrence Frank.
Kawhi is finessing the league.
Netanyahu's announcement allayed fears among Christians that a law proposed by 2 members of Netanyahu's coalition would become law. The proposed law states anyone who persuades a person directly, digitally, by direct mail or online to convert his religion, his sentence is 1 year imprisonment. And if the person was a minor, his sentence is 2 years imprisonment. Knesset members Moshe Gafni and Yaakov Asher from the United Torah Judaism Party, part of Netanyahu's coalition, submitted the legislation. Israeli expert David Benjamin told CBN News the scope of this effort seemed extremely broad. Many Christians feared the law would ban even mentioning the gospel or their faith in Jesus. While the proposed law would apply to all religions, it specifically singled out Christians, warning, in recent times, the attempts of missionary bodies, mainly Christian ones, to persuade people to convert have increased. Some felt, given the composition of the current coalition government, it might be possible to become law. Netanyahu's announcement allayed fears among Christians that a law proposed by 2 members of Netanyahu times the attempts of missionary bodies, mainly Christian ones, to persuade people.
Here's what happened this week around the world. A top ultramarathon runner was disqualified after using a card.
Butler pulls up.
Conor used to be Conor McGregor in the UFC, fighting, knocking people out. Now he's
after that Khabib fight.
Bars.
He just completely dominated him.
Well, he's been on his way down.
After that Khabib fight, it was game over for him. Completely
done. And now all he tries to do, and it's strategic, it's systematic.
Everything now, right?
Yeah,
Like
he's systematic, he's strategic. When he sees anything happening that's bigger than him, he tries to steal the clout. He'll tweet. Every major fight that happens, what happened? Conor tweets about it.
Been chasing it all night, damn it. Do something with it.
Dude, he just mounted the cat. What is going on? He's part of the family.
Last night, a square mile in central Baghdad seemed like hell on earth. An inferno.
We progress forward until
This is
Unique iced watermelon in Jakarta.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Is how do I put it? Say it. I'm gonna say it. No, that ain't the problem. I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? When I came in the league, I put it like this: when I came in the league, like Jason Kidd was starting for the Knicks, and Grant Hill and Kurt Thomas and Kenyon Martin. You know, it was like real older dudes in the league. I played with Jared Jeffries. He was 40 or 41 or something.
You know, Jesus says, I wish that you were either hot or cold. Hot or cold. Choose one. He says it's better to be cold than it is to be warm. He says, because you're lukewarm, I'll spit you out of my mouth.
Polar bears are one of the most dangerous creatures to humans. They are one of the few animal species that
It's mango. Don't you like it?
What do you eat? What do you eat though? Look like mango.
They certainly don't need to foul. And a new 24 for goal.
Off to its second best start in school history.
Uber CEO went undercover as a driver last
chilling,
year
bro.
and it forced him
I'm
to
just chilling.
re-examine every single assumption. In an experiment called Project Boomerang, CEO Dara Khosrowshahi used a secondhand Tesla to chauffeur people around San Francisco for several months. He even curated his own Spotify playlist, and his findings were not what was expected. The CEO said the whole experience was pretty clunky, including harassment from riders, anxiety over maintaining a high rating, and a frustrating sign-up process. Uber is also having issues finding drivers. When energy and fuel prices soared last year, the take-home pay for Uber drivers shrunk. So, Uber has been on bad terms with drivers over increased pay to help offset inflation. But it sounds like Khosrowshahi has plans to win the hearts and minds of drivers. He told the Wall Street Journal that being a non-founder CEO allows him room to make innovative and potentially disruptive changes. Uber CEO went undercover as a driver last year, and it forced him to re-examine every single assumption. In an experiment called Project Boomerang,
Diệu binh diệu hành, kỷ niệm 70 năm cách mạng tháng 8 và quốc khánh nước Cộng hòa xã hội chủ nghĩa Việt Nam. Bắt đầu!
Hey, are you okay? I just noticed you in the corner talking so much.
The Clippers thought they were getting a star. What they're getting is J.D. Salinger. He's in hiding. It is time to move off Kawhi. The Clippers have a great a great coach, great executives, remarkable owner, building a new arena, and a star in hiding. And once again, it's mystery. He was hurt in Game 1, but played 32 minutes in Game 2, and now he can't play in Game 3. Is it connected to that injury? What is it? It's constant mystery. The Clippers thought they were getting a star. What they're...
I don't know if you noticed, there's a guy on Lonzo's team.
What's his name?
The stupidest thing you can...
We're not back together. You're not?
No.
Euphoria.
I mean, I was gonna say no, but why are you saying no?
I'm drowning in euphoria.
I know, but why do you sound so
Drowning in euphoria.
It sounded like it.
No, I mean, she just asked a question.
That you didn't have to answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you did.
I don't understand what we're arguing about.
You and your tone.
But we're not back together. Yet.
I mean, why not just say we're working it out?
You literally just said you were gonna say no.
Right, but that's me.
Meaning what?
Meaning that when I say it, it means something totally different than when you say it.
Okay. It might seem that way in your head, Maddie, but
I just need a chance to be a star.
give me a
It was
fucking
quick.
break.
What?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't like a reflex at all. It wasn't like my
It was like his
natural
natural
instinct.
instinct,
No, it wasn't.
right? What's instinct? You see?
You really think she's gonna disagree with you?
If I disagree with her, then I would.
Okay.
What? You don't think I have a mind of my own?
No, I'm sure you do.
Oh, he's such a cunt. What the fuck is your problem? You see, I'm not crazy, right? Because he's always trying to gaslight me.
I don't want to argue about this.
You see, this is why I don't believe you when you make all these promises and you're like, oh, let's get back together. You're the only person in the world I care about. You're a goddess and it's my fault for not treating you like a goddess. I promise, Maddie, I'll change, I'll grow, I'll be better. I don't deserve you, but I love you. Please, when I go to college, move with me, marry me, have my babies. We're not back together. You're not?
No.
I mean, I was gonna say no, but why are you saying no?
Because we're not.
I know, but why do you sound so definitive about it?
I wasn't being definitive.
It sounded like it.
No, I mean, she just asked a question.
That you didn't have to answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you did.
I don't understand what we're arguing about.
You and your tone.
But we're not back together. Yet.
I mean, why not just say we're working it out?
You literally just said you were gonna say no.
Right, but that's me.
Meaning what?
Meaning that when I say it, it means something totally different than when you say it.
Okay. It might seem that way in your head, Maddie, but it's the same way.
Yeah, but it's also the speed with which you said no.
Give me a
It was
fucking
quick.
break.
What?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't like a reflex at all. It wasn't like my
It was like his
natural
natural
instinct.
instinct,
No, it wasn't.
right? What's instinct? You see?
You really think she's gonna disagree with you?
If I disagree with her, then I would.
Okay.
What? You don't think I have a mind of my own?
No, I'm sure you do.
Oh, he's such a cunt. What the fuck is your problem? You see, I'm not crazy, right? Because he's always trying to gaslight me.
I don't want to argue about this.
You see, this is why I don't believe you when you make all these promises and you're like, oh, let's get back together. You're the only person in the world I care about. You're a goddess and it's my fault for not treating you like a goddess. I promise, Maddie, I'll change, I'll grow, I'll be better. I don't deserve you, but I love you. Please, when I go to college, move with me, marry me, have my babies. We're not back together. You're not?
No.
I mean, I was gonna say no, but why are you saying no?
Because we're not.
I know, but why do you sound so definitive about it?
I wasn't being definitive.
It sounded like it.
No, I mean, she just asked a question.
That you didn't have to answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you did.
I don't understand what we're arguing about.
You and your tone.
But we're not back together.
An American military drone conducting surveillance in the Middle East. Suddenly, an unidentified object zips in and out of frame. Slow it down, and it appears to be a metallic sphere. But where it came from...
No way.
Loose
It's retrieved by Bridges. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Finney Smith 3.
If you're going to have such a size advantage, you got to be dominating. And that's the problem I have with this whole Minnesota thing. Like, going away from the league, who are they going to guard? And they're not good enough where they're going to dominate on the other end. So the back and forth is not worth it. If I put Shaq out there, he going to kill the guy on the other end if they put them little dudes out there. If they put little dudes on Joel, who's a great player too, he gonna kill those guys. But these two guys, they don't do enough offensively to make it worthwhile. So that's my biggest problem with Minnesota. If you're gonna have such a size advantage, you got to be dominating. And that's the problem I have with this whole Minnesota thing.
14 feet of love. Bud Light. Bud Light. Bud Light.
This is all yours?
Yes.
3. The 5-step process. We've discussed how important...
Hey babe, what are you doing in the market?
Porn is bad for the brain. Porn.
Y'all, the devil work hard, but the New York City Post works harder. They done found the 2 property developers who own that parking garage that collapsed in the financial district in New York. Now, according to the New York City Post, these 2 mega-rich financiers have been owning properties in New York since 1988. Now, to switch over to the New York Times, they're reporting that the city of New York had put in brand new codes for buildings and that required...
I am very much entitled to my opinion, and Twitter is my platform.
Candace, I have one. I have one more.
Just one more here, because I wanted to get to know you before you came on.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested in your perspective because I think you're a fascinating person.
Thank you.
There was another tweet that said the Democratic Party is comprised of racist white liberals.
That is correct.
Am I a racist white liberal?
Well, let's go back. And let's say, I will say this, that many people in the party are not aware of going racism. Let's go back to an early part of this conversation where you said to me, are you concerned about the color in the White House? Why would you ask me that question?
Because you speak about black issues.
No, but why would you ask me? Well, let's get to really the nucleus of this. Why did you ask me that question today?
Because
why did you feel that I needed to be concerned about that?
Because you're bringing a whole group of young African American leaders to the White House.
I am very much entitled to my opinion, and Twitter is my platform.
Candace, I have one. I have one more.
I might get some hate, but this is too hilarious not to make a video on. So yesterday news broke that JP Morgan sold all its shares of ACC Limited out of its ESG fund. And in case you didn't know, ESG...
Durant gets into the shooting motion, a whistle comes in! Morocco gets it off, Steve Kerr can't believe it. Curry steps back to tie, oh my goodness, Steph Curry, you are ridiculous!
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Durant gets into the shooting motion, a whistle comes in! Morocco gets it off, Steve Kerr can't believe it. Curry steps back to tie, oh my goodness, Steph Curry, you are ridiculous!
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Durant gets into the shooting motion, a whistle comes in! Morocco gets it off, Steve Kerr can't.
What's something the IRS doesn't want me to know about my taxes?
The IRS doesn't want you to know that you are a partner with the government, but if you are a W-2 employee, they are the active partner. And the IRS doesn't want you to become the active partner, because if you are the active partner and you make the decisions, you pay less in taxes.
So can you give me an example of how I would pay less in taxes?
Provide housing, provide a service or a good, and if you're that active partner, you have control over that money. You get to give deductions to yourself so that you're taxed on less money.
What's a common deduction for me?
The audio and the video that you're using to film all of your content, or the travel that you spend money on to go visit all of your different clients.
Is there a limit to how much I can deduct?
As long as it has a business purpose, as long as it's necessary for an income producing activity, you should spend as much money as possible to try and make more money.
Can I do this in QuickBooks myself, or how do I do this?
Every person should know that they are able to do this, but they should consult with their accountant to be able to make sure that they have proper documentation and that all their...
What's something the IRS doesn't want me to know about?
Pretty grim. I'll just give you an example. So last night we're in bed. It's about 12 o'clock, midnight, and there were three big booms. One was massive. We just sort of lay here, me and my wife. We didn't actually talk to each other, and we shook. You know, the house shook, no windows broken, no glass flying about, but there was a really big blast. It was the biggest we've heard in the last 7 days. This is day 7. I mean, the adrenaline's still pumping now, and it has been all day, and that can't be good for you. We've had a few lighter moments, but yeah, a very visceral reaction. You know, the whole amygdala clicked in and fight or flight response, and so we've been in that sort of high state for much of the day, really. The last
all 5 Memphis starters scored in double figures. Why? They weren't sitting around staring at Ja. Talent and value are 2 different things. If you look at the last 2 seasons, including the playoffs, the Grizzlies statistically, with Ja and without him, they win a little more, they're much better defensively, their net rating is double. They're a better team without him. I'm sorry. Sorry, fanboys. They are. That's why Atlanta's thinking of trading Trae Young. When you let 19-year-olds come into a sport, they're not emotionally ready, and they're not great basketball players. They're great shooters or great scorers. But Ja Morant's a highlight phenom. He's absolutely athletic. He's a blast to watch. He's not a great basketball player overall. He's a great scorer. This is not a small sample size. It's 50 games. All 5 Memphis starters scored in double figures.
The crazy part about it, I never wanted to go to LA. Never. And I didn't want to go to LA because
Trevor Ariza played in the NBA for 18 seasons, but news reports allege that he can't pay his bills. Ariza made an estimated
6 interesting facts about Ho Chi Minh. Fact number 1. Ho Chi Minh was not his real name. He was born Nguyen Sin Kung and changed his name multiple times throughout his life. Ho Chi Minh means he who enlightens in Vietnamese. Fact number 2. Ho Chi Minh lived in many countries throughout his life, including France, Russia, China, and the United States. He spent many years in exile, traveling the world and gaining support for his cause. Fact number 3. Ho Chi Minh was a polyglot and could speak several languages fluently, including Vietnamese, French, English, Russian, and Chinese. Fact number 4. Ho Chi Minh was a prolific writer and poet. He wrote many articles, essays, and books, including the famous The Path Which Led Me to Leninism. Fact number 5. Ho Chi Minh was a founding member of the French Communist Party and the leader of the Vietnamese Communist Party. He believed in the principles of Marxism-Leninism and worked to create a socialist Vietnam. Fact number 6. Ho Chi Minh's leadership was instrumental in Vietnam's struggle for independence from French colonial rule. He led the Viet Minh in a long and bloody war, which ultimately led to the independence of Vietnam in 1954. 6 interesting facts about Ho Chi Minh. Fact number 1. Ho Chi Minh was not his real name. He was born Nguyen Sin Kung and changed his name.
Whoa. Tater tots. Come. Ooh.
What if you...
Boisterous here to start. Mitchell gets inside. Hands of Mitchell. Garland drives on Robinson, gets inside, blocked by Robinson. Plumlee right there to clean it up and throw it down. The corner, chopping again. Way against Mitchell, gets in there. Weeds pulling away. Got it down the foul.
Respect to the OGs.
Barrett kicks it out hard. Hart open three. As the
Ooh.
Knicks with a blowout second half, led by as many as 27.
Bernard Hopkins. Bernardo hop, hop, hop. As soon as in Creed. Blake Batcher. Blakemus Blakeson. Squash the beef.
Oh, he told Kevin, be quiet, Kevin. Let's take first.
He ain't told Kevin nothing like that. Keep boxing, baby. Keep boxing. Keep boxing. Keep boxing. Yeah. There you go. It look like you're playing pool with a short stick there, boy. Look like you're playing pool with a short stick. Fall in between him. Fall in between him, Kevin. Punch when he punch, Kevin. Punch when he punch. Punch when he punch. Yep. They ain't stopped firing. We slowed down. Now we're gonna commence firing again. That's what we do. We reload and come back. Yeah, you ain't gotta get close, Tank, because we know you're scared to get close. Get close, Tank. Keep rolling, Cal. All the way down the road. Come to me, baby. Get low, get low. Step to him with it. Knock up, knock up. Now walk in steps. Where's the long right hand? There you go. Beautiful. I like that mamba. I like that mamba right hand, baby. I like that mamba right hand. It bites a little bit. Can land on him, Tank. What, you tired or what? Walking back to the middle. I understand. That's part of the fight. Let's go to the other side, Kevin. Free yourself. There you go. Nothing. What's wrong with your shoulder? There you go. Thank you.
Oh, Ola Galaki.
Tank know that move.
That's the Ola Lalaki.
You stepping around. Good work, y'all.
Hold me tight.
Good work, man.
Hold me, baby. Secret genius. Ugh. Your boy gets sleepy. Technically, if I was in New York, it would be 11:19. Technically. Come on. Right? Yo, hold on. Look, check this out, check this out. We going into the next morning. We going to the next morning. Let's see, 1, 2. What? 2 plus 4, that's 6. That's 9. Call me. Make 4, boy. We get there early, boy. We get there early, boy. And say, wait, boy. You a goofy boy. I said, what? Oof. Carbonado. Yo, who played today, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, who get played today? Like that, bro. What's today? Ooh, the Hawks won? How the Hawks win? Yo, how the Hawks win though? Okay. No. The money comes from the trees. Get it?
Out the much bigger Hachimura. So you're going to double, come and get the guy. Reeves trying to find an opening. Oh, shot blocked for the Golden. Reeves. Oh, trying to win without Morant. Reeves is Reeves. Reeves 21 points, 3 assists. It's inside. Oh, nice jumper. Got it. Out the much bigger Hachimura. So you're going to double, come and get the guy. Reeves trying to find an opening.
This next generation is just such a fucking group of pussies, man. I just, for the small group of savages out there, run these fucking kids right over, man. Run them all over.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks.
There's never been more opportunity than there is right now. If you're a fucking savage and you get out there and you grind hard and you want it bad enough, you can run all these guys over. This next generation is just such a fucking group of pussies, man. I just, for the small group of savages out there, run these fucking kids right over, man. Run them all over.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend.
Nguyên Ánh là kẻ rút roi về giày Mã Tổ, cũng như việc trả thù nhà Tây Sơn mang rợ.
And then, like, dinner's made, we put in the oven, you know?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Penny was licking her.
Alright, so how long's it been? And then, like, dinner's made, we put in the oven, you know?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Penny was licking her.
Alright, so how long's it been? And then, like, dinner's made, we put in the oven, you know?
Kids yearn for the mind. For the
Penny
mind.
was licking her.
Alright, so how long's it been? And then, like, dinner's made, we put in the oven, you know?
Yeah. Sounds good.
This is the reason why you...
is so by your side. That was Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador.
This is the reason...
is so by your side. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got your tongue is so by your side. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got your tongue is so by your side. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got your tongue is so by your side. You got it to do, Lord, you better. You got it. That was Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He was reacting to calls by some U.S. Republicans to send the U.S. military to shut down drug labs in Mexico. Senator Lindsey Graham said he would introduce a new bill to designate Mexican cartels as foreign terrorist organizations and authorize the use of military force against them.
we're going to unleash the fury and might of the United States against these cartels, not to invade Mexico, not to shoot Mexican airplanes down, but to destroy drug labs that are poisoning Americans.
El señor se atreve a decir que van a utilizar las Fuerzas Armadas de Estados Unidos para estos. No vamos a permitir que intervenga ningún gobierno extranjero, y mucho menos que intervengan Fuerzas Armadas de un gobierno extranjero en nuestro territorio. Nada más decirles que o cambian su trato hacia México o desde hoy comenzamos con una campaña informativa en Estados Unidos para que todos los mexicanos, nuestros paisanos, sepan de esta alevosía, de esta agresión de los republicanos a México. Y si continúan con esa actitud, vamos a estar insistiendo de que ni un voto de mexicanos, de hispanos.
That was Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He was reacting to calls by some U.S.
I asked for 100,000. How y'all only got 30,000 in the bank? Where my money at?
Soldier Boy, that's called fractional reserve lending. As of March 2020, the banks are no longer required to keep any of your money in reserve. They
what?
I asked for 100.
Immediately went and lent it out. While they're getting 10 to 15% on your money, the banks are no longer required to keep any of your money in reserve. They took your 100K and immediately went and lent it out. While they're getting 10 to
Come back. Come back. Guess what I smoke, nigga? Feds in my dope, jumped out the window, nigga. No, you can't get no money, you silly hoe. I just smoke, nigga. Run, nigga. Run for the pole, nigga. Hey, guess what I smoke, nigga? Feds in my dope, jumped out the window, nigga.
Salimos a la calle a pegar esta computadora que vale más de 30,000.
What kind of shirt is that?
Hands up. Hands up.
It's Dennis.
What?
It's DennisGrahamMusic@gmail.com.
I got you. I'm gonna send that to you right now.
Now everybody on Instagram's got my Gmail. You better not send me any email.
I don't care, he's old. I don't respect no one until they
All these two monkeys, where you?
Oh my god.
One more time for the people, my brother. It's Liddy.
It's lit. No more tickets, no more tolls.
Do you recommend this? Do you recommend this product?
If you tired of getting tickets, I recommend this shit all day.
You can see it straight off in the back. As soon as I'm top, it's no more. No more
Get done with the disrespect. Holla at my man and get these plate covered, boy.
4-on-1. Ahead. Mitchell. Oh. Sorry, guys. We just got another one done. 4-on-1. Ahead. Mitchell. Oh. High archer. Pick and roll. Moran. Oh. Referee's about at halftime. Jaylen Brown. Sorry, guys. We just got another one done last night. I have one more announcement for you. On Saturday, July 8th at UFC 290, we have a middleweight title eliminator. The former champion, Robert Whittaker, whose only losses in the last 9 years are to the champ, Israel Adesanya. He will be taking on Dricus du Plessis. Duplessis has won 7 straight fights and finished 6 of them. The winner of that fight will fight Adesanya later this year, and that fight is targeted for Sydney, Australia.
It's so clear. Babe. Oh my goodness, Winnie. Oh my goodness. It's your first swim, my love. Oh. You're so brave. It's so clear. Babe.
Lyft is going to be cutting at least 1,200
Why you cut job?
This represents
Why
about
you cut
30%
job?
of their staff. This is in an effort for the company to cut more of their costs.
Why
I
you
don't know if
cut
you remember,
job,
but
though?
Lyft also laid off 13% of their staff
Bless,
back in
get
November
bless,
2022.
yeah,
And we're in April of
bless.
2023 and seeing another round of layoffs. Lyft is going to be cutting at least 1,200 jobs. This represents about 30% of their staff. This is in an effort for the company to cut more of their costs. I don't know if you remember, but Lyft also laid off 13% of their staff back in November of 2022. And we're in April of 2023 and seeing another round of layoffs. Lyft is going to be cutting at least 1,200 jobs. This represents about 30% of their staff.
Yo, buddy,
this is in an
let me get
effort for
outta
the
here.
company to cut more of
He
their
said,
costs.
yo, buddy, let me get out of here.
Dope, nigga, dope. No, you can't get no money, you silly hoe. Silly hoe. I just see the stain, funny dope. Hey, dope, nigga.
Most obvious one is the deleterious economic effects.
Looks like they got you doing the easy work, huh, Cupcake?
Who's the face of the NBA? Who's the face of the NFL?
Get your welfare check, get your welfare check, I get your welfare check, get your welfare check, I get your welfare check, get your welfare check. I'm financially declined with a line of debt. It's 1998 and we ain't got cake. While cats was getting laid, mom put food on the plate. Get your welfare check, get your welfare check, I get your welfare check, get your welfare check, I get your welfare check, get your welfare check. I'm financially declined with a line of debt. It's 1998.
You're not magic.
I'm about as magic as your dad, mate. And he just...
Those parties I'm trying to leave with you, don't nobody know the shit that we do.
Tell y'all how I don't never get stopped by the police, shorty.
And you see I'm in the city. It's cold as hell, -8. You know how we rocking. Nah, for real. When the police coming folk and I feel like they behind me or something, I hit them with the... Or I throw the hand up too, cause, bitch, I ain't going to jail. Then the city be wicked, shorty, so I gotta hit the faggot walk, cause can't get booked or killed, so you already know. So I just faggot walk. You know how we come in. Tell y'all how I don't never get stopped by the police.
It's funny.
And you see I'm in the city. It's cold as hell, -8. You know how we rocking.
No, it's
I said, let him come!
You think Julius Randle responded to that?
Responded like Julius Randle. He responded like a grown-ass man.
I said, let him come!
You think Julius...
Mà ông ta lại còn dị ứng với bác, vì bác là giải phóng dân tộc, đại đoàn kết toàn dân, còn ông ta là chuyên chính vô sản, giai cấp, cho nên là nó đối nhau, và ông ta rất là dị ứng với bác. Dị ứng nhất là khi mà nghe bác đọc tham luận tại Quốc tế Cộng sản, cả hội trường hoan hô nồng nhiệt, còn ông ta thì nói tiếng Nga còn chưa sõi. Ông ta là người Trung Á mà. Đấy. Ông ta nói công khai thế này nhé: tôi thừa nhận Nguyễn Ái Quốc là một tài năng, nhưng Nguyễn Ái Quốc phải bớt gay gắt đi, vì bác công kích ghê quá mà. Nguyễn Ái Quốc phải bớt sắc sảo đi, trịch thượng đến thế cơ mà. Đấy. Trong khi đó nhé, các đại biểu thì nông
Let's overthrow the Tsar, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's overthrow the Tsar. Be blue, kosher, celebrate Shabbat.
I'm a 24-year-old.
Constantino, pound for pound.
Little Giant Boxing.
Yeah, real quick, what'd you make of that heated press conference? I mean, they sold the crap out of that.
But in a way, I don't even think it was all that heated. Like I think it was more. It was calmer. I was watching it again on my IG, but I think it was more of a really like, yeah, it was some words said, but I think it was more of nobody trying to strain or really like put too much energy into it. I thought it was definitely words said back and forth, but this is a moment where, you know, a couple of days for the fight, weighing tomorrow, both guys, trust me, they won't be telling the truth if they say no, they eating a big meal, they drinking not gallons, but quarts of water.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. They started their hydration yesterday, I guarantee you. And now they definitely into that, less than 48 hours of you know, cutting weight, and then going in and represent you know, what they talked about for the last month, I guess. So no, man, I think it was just more of you know, it was mild than the other ones, and it's because a couple of days from the fight, both of them is drying out. You can see it in their face. I did more than Tank's. I seen more in Tank's demeanor and face and than Ryan, to be honest with you.
You saw him like dehydrated, or you saw him?
I saw him, you know, drawn in.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Like sucked in a little.
Yeah, yeah. And then again, too, you gotta look at also, didn't have a glow. Didn't have a glow. That means water's coming out of you, you're sweating, like you got really like a shiny top on your forehead. No, seriously, and I probably look shiny too. You know, not just the head part, but it's just the moisture. That's when drying out, and again, I had to research this stuff when I was boxing, how drying out can be very, depending on how long you drying out too. And in some cases, how quick you dry out. And these are the things to look for. I started studying that in my career to see how my opponent had to kill himself, have to actually restrained or be restricted from nutrients, water, food, and all other things that food that nutrients can give you. So,
What stood out to you the most from that presser?
Oscar's putting them on the ropes right from the gate with his comments, leaving out on the podium, talking on the podium. You know, how he set the stage from what was going to be said, whether you agree to disagree. You seen Ellaby.
Yeah.
He got to talking about taking fighters. He got to talking about stuff 15 plus years ago. We're not talking about fighters now, taking who you took, who you supposed to took, this, that. No, we're talking about the super fight that we haven't seen in over 10 years. I mean, that sounds like emotional. Pissy fit.
Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Y'all take it easy. Have a great weekend. Peace.